Hi, in this video we'll look at how to add or subtract mixed radicals. So in example A, we have 9 times root 7 minus 3 times root 7. Now if you're wondering how we can simplify this, I want you to think of root 7 as being just a variable. So we can think of root 7 as being x. So we have 9x minus 3x. And we can say that that x is equal to the square root of 7. Well, if we were to do 9x minus 3x, well, that would be equal to 6x. Since x is just root 7, this is equal to 6 root 7. So 9 root 7 minus 3 root 7 is just equal to 6 root 7. Now, if we had something like root 3, like 2 root 3 plus 4 root 2, we could not add these radicals together because root 3 and root 2 wouldn't be considered like terms. We'd have to say let x be root 3 and then y would be root 2. So we can't add x and y because they're not like terms. So we wouldn't be able to simplify here. When you're adding radicals, it's always best to convert any radicals to mixed radicals. So reduce any radicals if possible. So in example B, it might not look like you can add 1/3 root 8 plus 1 over 17 root 18. But let's see if we can reduce root 8. Well, root 8 we can rewrite as 2 squared times 2, or 4 times 2. So we get, we get 1/3 times root 4 times 2. Let me rewrite that. 1/3 times 4 times 2 plus 1 over 17. 18, root 18 can be written as root of 9 times 2. So this simplifies to 1/3. Actually, this is going to be, let's think about this a little bit differently. The square root of 4 is just 2. So this is going to be 2 over 3 times root 2. Plus, the square root of 9 is just 3. So we're going to have 3 over 17 root 2. Now, we have two radicals that are the same, root 2 and root 2. So we can actually add these together. Well, to add these, we have to find a common denominator. The denominators right now, the lowest common multiple of 3 and 17 is 51, because 3 and 17 are both prime. We can find the least common multiple of 3 and 17 by multiplying 3 and 17 together. So I can write this as something over 51 root 2. And I multiplied 3 by 17 to get 51, so I have to do the same thing to the numerator. 2 times 17 is 34. I'll do the same thing for this next fraction, finding a common denominator. I multiply 17 by 3 to get 51, so I have to multiply the numerator by 3 as well. So I get 9 over 51 root 2. Now we can add the numerators of these two fractions, since I've found a lowest common denominator. 34 plus 9 is 43. So I have 43 over 51 root 2. Or I could also write this as 43 root 2 over 51. And this looks a little bit nicer. So that concludes this part of the lesson, and I'll see you in the next video.